I just got back from my my parents' house, and my dad, he drives me and my mom like up the fucking wall, because he won't stop sneezing. And no, I know that doesn't sound like a major issue, but he feels a need to comment on the sneeze. Everyone just literally is like, achoo! And he's like, oh man, where did that come from? Every time, like literally, like, achoo, achoo. And he's like, oh man, that was a double. So that took a year off my life. I'm like, Dad, you don't have to rate and review every sneeze. Don't be surprised by it. And sometimes, like, you know, me and my mom, we hear it from, like, you know, 3 bedrooms away or whatever, and it's like a big extended one, and it'll be like, achoo. He's like, oh man, that was a 7. That was a deep one. I gotta stop sucking so much cock. We're like, what was that, Dad? It's like, no, just saying weird things while I'm sneezing. But my mom, you know, I think my mom, she doesn't want to see me get married. You know how some parents, like, they kind of like pressure you for marriage? She's like the extreme opposite, which I kind of feel like is a reflection on how much she hates my dad now. Because literally, like, she'll sit me down and be like, listen, like, whatever you do, like, don't get married. And I'm like, is everything okay between you and Dad? And she'll be like, yeah, no, of course it is, but, you know, I just want you to have a good life. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, are you sure you guys aren't getting divorced? And she'll be like, divorce, no, but it's over. I'm like, okay. And even my dad, like, kind of throws some hints at me that I might not have been the best thing that happened to him. No, because like when anytime I like come back from doing something fun or like do, you know, from like Miami, Vegas or something like that, he'll just always say the same thing. He's like, you see? He's like, you couldn't do that with a kid. He's like, don't have one. They slow you down. And I'll be like, did I? And he'll be like, no, but I just want you to have a fulfilling life. I haven't done one thing I've wanted in 30 years, but besides that, it's fucking great. Nothing personal. I'm like, it kind of sounds fucking personal. My mom, though, my mom's a pretty cool mom. My mom's a big hip hop head. She loves rap music, seriously. And anyway, when I say that, just, you know, she's a regular looking mom. You know, wears overalls. You know, hypochondriac. You know, calls me, make sure I'm at home at night and stuff. But she's bumping Tupac in the background. She's a cool ass mom. Like, she took me to like Jay-Z concerts when I was 10 years old. This is like old Jay-Z, not Jay-Z. You guys know this isn't the pussy Jay-Z apologizing for cheating Jay-Z, okay? This Jay-Z was bragging about cheating. We were the only white people at this show, let alone the only mother and son duo, okay? Like there were guys like openly like smoking weed, questioning my mother's parenting choices. They were like, after I finish this blunt, I'm gonna call social services on this hoe. It was, you know, at the time I thought like my dad was like a cool father for letting us go out on a school night, and I realized he just didn't give a fuck about our well-being. It was not safe. But the thing was, my mom too, she, when you watch like rap videos, you know, with your mom when you're 10, it kind of influences you a little bit, you know? You're just kind of the type of woman you're gonna date, you know? Because you're 10 years old, I'm on the couch watching like old Little Kim videos with my mom, you know, vulgar female rappers, talking about, you know, throwing lips to the shit, handling the dick like a real bitch. And then I look over and my mom's just bobbing her head to that shit, like... And not even just a regular head bob, like that head bob where she really relates. It's like, all right, take it easy, Mom. That whole verse is about dicks. You can relax. It's a very, you know, it just influences you to date a certain type of woman. You know, you're gonna date some hoes. And But, you know, but then on the flip side, though, like, as I got, like, older, you know, then my mom would be like, you know, I just don't want you to date a girl that, you know, drinks out of a beer bottle in public. And I'm like, really? I'm like, is that where you draw the line? I'm like, what about putting dicks in their mouth? Because you were putting your lighter up to those lyrics about 2 seconds ago. So it's kind of weird. So now, like, I'm a little confused. So when I, you know, kind of go out and meet girls, and if I see a girl that exudes that sexuality of like what I saw as a kid, and you know I find a girl that you know, blow me outside of a bar in an alley, I'm like, all right, so far Mom approved. But when I finish, you know what I mean? And then she asked for a beer bottle. I'm like, oh, you fucking ruined it. I was just gonna take you home for Thanksgiving. Then you started chugging on that beer like a fatherless slutty cunt. Don't worry, my mom will fill you in. I still listen to like a lot of old school rap. I still listen to like a lot of Tupac. You know, remember Tupac? Some of you might not. I don't know. But, you know, Tupac, I just kind of had the epiphany the other day. You know, you forget he died at 25 years old, 14 albums, 7 movies, by 25, right? That's incredible work ethic, right? For a gangster, he was kind of a nerd, you know? Like, that's fucking work ethic, right? 14 albums, 7 movies. Like, I just turned 30. I had to decide today if I was gonna go to the bank or clean my room, you know? And then I got so overwhelmed by the idea of both, I just did neither. But here, Tupac, 14 albums, 8 movies by 25. By the way, he was in jail half the time. That's fucking incredible. I'm like, Tupac, like, he should be taught in high school classrooms. Like, not for his music, but just like for his time management skills. I don't know who they teach in school still, but like, you know, the same bullshit authors like J.D. Salinger who wrote Catcher in the Rye. That guy lived to 91 years old. He wrote 2 books. Why are we sucking this guy's dick?